Tasevich has slipped back into the clutches of Michael Craig, who is having his best main event ride of the season. And yet further back behind him comes number 7, Mike LaRocco, who won at Orlando and is still trying to find the form that carried him to victory in that season opener. That is a trio of Kawasaki's working their way in positions 5th, 6th, and 7th.
I'm going to give a call to the rider behind LaRocco. It's Jeff Ward as he continues to slip back. I see nothing on the surface that is wrong with Jeff Ward, but he must have some kind of a problem out there.
Michael Craig takes a double jump where Matasevich took a single and takes a position for his trouble. Craig has a lot of experience on these stadium courses, generally racing with the Mickey Thompson Stadium Off-Road Series, that truck racing series where they tear up all those pickup trucks. Craig races in what's called the Ultracross series that runs as a companion to that.
Whether it means anything or not, this track was built by the same man that builds those tracks in that Ultracross series, so that might be a plus for Michael Craig.
He's certainly worked his way through all those Kawasaki's right now and is in line for a top 5 finish. Give a call to number 10, Larry Ward, number 5, Guy Cooper, of whom we've seen a fair amount here this evening. But in the main event, again, the bad start seems to be the bugaboo for Cooper, and he's not been able to charge up into contention. So
and
Craig's on the spot.
Yeah, Mike LaRocco just took a piece of Matasevich there as he moves up one more. And again, you know, the track is tough, and Matasevich is fading maybe a little bit earlier than normal. My hat's still off to him, as you pointed out. I can't believe the guy is even riding.
We'll be back with more of the sandy pressure from Mike LaRocco. A pair of Kawasaki Mikes, and LaRocco looking to the inside. Craig under a lot of pressure, responding pretty well, holds his line, and keeps LaRocco at bay for the moment.
Moment's over. LaRocco found a good inside line, said bye-bye. He takes over the number 5 position. Of course, immediately in front of him, Jean-Michel Bayle in 4th.
So the running order shaken a little bit in the top 5 spots. Check the interval here as Damon Bradshaw comes flashing by in the lead. And what a lead it is. The story of the 1992 Supercross Series. Bradshaw out front by how much? This much. Number 2, Jeff Stanton coming by. Now, Kedrowski got up off the ground and held on to 3rd spot, but Jean-Michel Bayle is right there to attack him. And I think that will be the developing story, because Bayle seems to be in good health after that brutal heat race crash. He has been conservative this evening and now is ready to charge. You heard him say in the interview after the heat race that he was basically feeling, after the semi rather, that he was basically feeling himself out for the main event. Now is the time for him to go.
Yeah, I think probably, though, the first few laps he was still feeling himself out. My guess would be that he's, you know, with only one position or so to gain because of the huge gap in front of Mike Kedrowski between himself and Stanton, and then on up to Bradshaw, that probably Bayle is going to be content maybe with 4th place point. I don't look for a lot of action from the first 4 or 5 guys from here on out, Dave.
I want to put you on the spot because you disagreed with Hannah that if Bradshaw won tonight, this championship is over. And I wonder what you think it is that's going to save the title hopes of, for example, Jeff Stanton, number 2.
Well, I think that they all have a little bit left, and I think if they get off the line together that we're going to see them reach down and find that little bit extra, and I think we're going to see the matchups, the duels that we've been looking for all year long. I think Stanton can run with Bradshaw, and I certainly know that Bayle can run with Bradshaw. And I think that they need to prove it to themselves, and the only way they're going to do that is not give away that 5 or 10 seconds at the beginning of the race. They've got to get off with Bradshaw, they've got to run with him, and then make the pass. And then I think we're going to see a whole new series.
As we watch Stanton circulating in 2nd spot, there is a change in that 5th and 6th place battle. It's still LaRocco 5th, but the 6th place challenger is now Larry Ward, as the number 59 bike of Mike Craig has fallen out of contention for that position. As we follow that LaRocco-Ward battle, I think there's one other point that should be made. Neither man will tell you this for the record, but Jeff Stanton and Jean-Michel Bayle both believe that before this series is over, Damon Bradshaw will crash again and hurt himself again, and that's what's going to keep him from winning the championship.
Yeah, well, that could be wishful thinking on their part, Dave. I think they're going to have to do it themselves. I know I've said that Bradshaw is his own worst enemy, and I still believe that, but oh, look.
Looky here.
Oh, boy. Talk about crashing.
Stanton has crashed himself out of 2nd spot. Both Kedrowski and Bayle get by and drop the 2-time series champ to 4th. So Damon Bradshaw is your leader. We'll take a look at the top 5 and be back in San Diego for the finish right after this.
Rider, I should say, won 4 in a row. It was Rick Johnson, and here's the little-known fact. the tuner, the same guy that tunes for Damon Bradshaw, Brian Loomis.
I'll tell you what, Brian Loomis is a guru of this sport. He's a guy we're going to have to go spend some time with here the next couple of weeks, because he is very much a part of Damon Bradshaw's success. He's been a stabilizing influence on a teenage kid known for his wild riding. He's focused Damon Bradshaw, and he has been very much a factor in this win streak that threatens to turn the 92 season. He will run away. Fair to say there's been some great racing, but it's all been the race for second spot. Damon Bradshaw, 19 years old, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, riding like a man possessed. He wants to win this championship by about 200 points. Look at here, battle for second, final lap. Mike Kudrowski under pressure. Here comes Jean-Michel Bale, saving his best for last. Think he can get around him?
Oh, he's going to try every line on the racetrack. Look at there, he's going to the inside. Now he'll switch back to the outside, try to cut across.
Make it official. Bradshaw wins. Who's going to get second spot? Here they come. Give it to Kudrowski. Bale made it look close. It wasn't that close. A couple of bike legs. Jean-Michel Bale settles for third. Bradshaw has made it 4 in a row, 4 out of 5. He dominates the 1992 season. Kudrowski, Bale, Stanton, and LaRocco round out the top 5. Rest of the top 10. In 6th spot, we find Larry Ward, Guy Cooper, Doug Dubach, Mike Craig, and Jeff Matasevich. Let's go to Bob Hanna with the winner.
Damon Bradshaw, that's 4 in a row, and you're looking better every week. How you doing this?
Well, I don't know. Everything just seems to be coming together for me. You know, I'm getting those good starts that I need. This Team Yamaha's working really good. This bike's working good. Me and my mechanic and the whole team are working really good together, so we got a good package going.
They didn't make it as easy on you tonight. You had to come from 4th. Was that any trouble?
I mean, I had to work. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, it took me a little bit to get by Mike. The track was, you know, a little difficult to pass on, but you know, they tried to make it a little more tougher on me this week, but I think it just made it, you know, maybe a little more even for the guys.
Well, good luck for making it 5 in a row in Atlanta, Damon.
I sure hope so. That's to be back on the East Coast. This is what I want to do, to go back to the East Coast with a lead. Thanks.
That's not a lead. That's a blitz by Supercross standards. 20 points is Bradshaw's advantage over Stanton. Bale, LaRocco, and Cooper round out the top 5. Bradshaw alludes to the fact that they tried to make the track tougher, and it didn't make a bit of difference tonight. Damon picks up a $2,000 bonus for winning the fastest heat and the main event, and they head back east, and I think that's the rest of these guys' worst fear.
You know, with a 20-point lead, Bradshaw could actually stay home a weekend and still be in contention for the title.
Now, you may have hit on something right there. A 1-week suspension for Damon Bradshaw may be just what we need to make this thing a battle for the championship. That's it from San Diego. Bradshaw wins again. Dave Despain for Larry Myers and Bob Hurricane Hanna. We'll see you next week.